Hey there guys, and welcome to the channel. This is Uniquely Seen here, and today we're going to discuss these two coins here. These are the Gibraltar 2018 Royal Arms silver proofs, and these two are limited production to 500. And I really think this is an exceptional coin. It's produced by the Scottsdale Mint, which is located in the U.S., Scottsdale, Arizona. And you can buy this coin on the secondary market, I think, cheaper than what the Mint sells the coin for. I think the design and the motif is exceptionally done. And so that you know, the difference between this coin and the standard silver Gibraltar Royal Arms is that this section here of the shield, where it's satin and the leaf, flower, and vine motif surrounding the shield is in a proof finish. It's basically reversed. And same for the effigy of the Queen. This portion surrounding her face is in proof, and the Queen's depiction itself is in a satin finish. All right, here is the red. Sorry about the focus there. This is an extremely good camera. So hopefully you are getting all of the exceptional brilliance of this coin, and I am thinking about taking it out of the case so you can take a closer look at it. And then I'd like to talk to you about the market. When I say the market, I mean the Wall Street investments. Let's take a look at this. Sorry, guys. It is exceptionally done. This coin is 38 millimeter, I believe, 37, 38. The coins that I'm going to showcase on this channel do not belong to me. I, at one time, worked for the phone company, and then in addition to that, I did some work for investment banks, fraud investigations. And if you didn't know, when a bank is in the process of writing off some fraud that they've experienced, if they have reason to believe that that fraud is tied to a conspiracy of a greater fraud. For instance, let's say their write-off is at $8,000 for fraud that they don't investigate, but they have reason to believe that there have been 100 of these transactions that are in some way connected, and now that 8,000 times 100, you know, we're talking about big dollars. So I would be consulted, and this is also tied into some of the information I'm going to share with you with respect to the market. I have an undergraduate in economics, and my grad school is a law degree. I'm you can see, I'm a certified fraud examiner, certified forensic accountant. And you know, this is not to brag or anything, but I am going to be discussing some very important things on this channel. And I think it's important that anyone within the sound of my voice can have, with some reasonableness, an appreciation for how authentic my advice may or may not be. So here's what I want to start off with. There's a YouTuber out there, Salivate Metal, and I want to shout him out. But I think he tries to do the very best for his subscribers and anyone interested in understanding various aspects of the market, particularly with respect to precious metals. In addition to him, I also want to say that if you're starting out investing in precious metals or buying collector coins, at least modern collector coins, that you visit Shadow Stack. He offers some really good advice, I think, for the beginning investor, and you won't have to be too concerned with his objectivity. He gives advice that's devoid of all the hyperbolic conspiracy theories that you may see or hear out there on YouTube about the end of the world and buy silver now or die. And listen, hey, each to his own. I am not discounting those perspectives, or you know, I think everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But if you're looking to just hear unbiased, rational type of advice on precious metals and collector coins, that's certainly a channel I would check out. So, the market. First of all, I'm sorry, just a little bit more about me. When I retired, I started teaching, and right now I work for, these coins don't belong to me, I work for a consortium of 6 individuals who consult me exclusively to procure whatever it is, whether it be coins like this, Mont Blanc pens, you name it, I can get it. And that's basically what I do for a living. I actually did it kind of like freelance, and some individuals did not like the fact that my time was being occupied by others, so they decided to consult with me exclusively, and they created this group of 6, and they buy all sorts of things from coins like this. And again, I'm not just going to showcase coins here, I'm going to showcase collector pens. In fact, part of what I think led to my success was that I had procured a lamp, a Tiffany lamp, and I brokered it for someone in France, and I think that's really where the crutch of what it is that I do is not just the acquisition, but the dissolution of these products, and having not just any buyer, but the optimum buyer, that person who wants that item more than anyone else. That's the key. Whenever you're selling anything, and you know, I think individuals have their own perspectives about what is important to them strategically, and how they manage the churn, the transactional churn of their collectors and investment activity. But if you can do as much research as possible to make sure you're identifying the optimum buyer for your product. Soon, maybe in a month or so, I'm going to showcase a coin on here that is extremely rare. It's I think the name of it is called the world's most expensive coin. It has a actual porcelain vase on it, and the dragon is in platinum, and it's a 1.5 ounce gold coin. And we actually had the predecessor of that coin, the world's most expensive vase. Although we had interested buyers in that coin, the optimum buyer was a young gentleman in China. And he didn't just have an interest in the coin, he had an interest in the mintage number, and he by far was the optimum buyer, and he is enjoying that coin as we speak. All right, the economy. Early in the video I mentioned that Salivate Metal had shouted me out on a comment I had made on a video, and that I appreciate it, but it was unnecessary. It was to help everyone out there understand that gold is no longer the exclusive security that it used to be. And what I mean by that is, when you invest in a portfolio, sometimes the diversification of that portfolio is it's all over the map. It can include Facebook, I'm just using this as an example. Apple, Verizon, and maybe there's some electrical, some energy securities in the energy sector, and then there's gold, and all of it's jumbled into a portfolio. And you, as an investor, are primarily concerned with the performance of that portfolio, not necessarily how each security within that portfolio performs. And if you, and I'm sorry guys, I have to put the gloves on. This particular coin, like some other coins, have an edge that is incredibly sharp. And I can feel the coin grabbing on my skin. And first, since these coins are not mine, I don't think my clients want my skin all on their coins, and I don't want it back into the case after I'm done with it. But also, I'm sorry. And these are mechanic gloves. These are good because they give you a texture feel where you can handle it, but also they won't leave fibers on the coin after I'm done with it. Okay, so as I was saying, that security could be intertwined with other securities, and that person who decides to liquidate that security because it's performing poorly, and it could be performing poorly because 2, 3, or 4 other stocks within that portfolio aren't doing well, and you decide to sell that portfolio. Unbeknownst to you, you are actually influencing gold. And I think it's important for every investor in gold to first understand what you're actually investing in. Someone says, oh yeah, you can invest in gold, but it's a portfolio that may include other securities. Maybe you want to re-examine your investment in that portfolio. Secondly, I believe that precious metals and investing in precious metals is best when you have it in your hand. Everyone understands that on the market, when you're investing in gold, it's a surrogate of gold. It is not an actual, well, it is supposed to represent, a physical gold, but it doesn't necessarily. I think the large presumption out there is that if you invest in gold on through the market, you aren't necessarily concerned with having the tangible raw material in your possession. And I also think that contributes to how comfortable individuals are in trading gold. It goes up, goes down. When you have that raw metal in your hands, it's not that simple to dispose of it, to liquidate it. You have to have a process. You have to have buyers for it. It certainly can be activated easily, but it isn't just as simple as a push of a button and suddenly you've liquidated all of your assets in precious metals. So I just wanted to say that this conversation had came about because individuals were wondering, why is gold moving with the market? Gold is down and the market is down. Gold is up and the market is up. Well, it's because some securities of gold are intertwined in portfolios for the purpose of diversifying them in such a way where the liquidation of that portfolio influences the market of precious metals. That's the gist of it for the most part. So I'm not going to rant every time I showcase a coin here, but I thought that it was important to just share that information for individuals who might be interested in investing in precious metals or who are curious as to why some of the strange movements in gold have occurred. And that isn't it explicitly. There are various reasons why gold moves up, down. I am very bullish about gold. I invest heavily in the market. I also invest heavily in precious metals. My clients are, wow, when I say they are bullish about it, they are extremely optimistic about the future of gold. So one other thing that I just wanted to mention during this video is I had a friend that he received some coins that were not in capsules, and he does this frequently. He will vacuum seal the coins, but he continues to get milk spots, and he doesn't understand why. And I'm just going to tell you what I told him. First, vacuum sealing is only as good as the bacteria or absence thereof within the vacuum. So if you have dirt, bacteria, anything on your coin, and you vacuum seal that in, well, you're actually creating more of a problem due to the lack of oxidation and that is vacuum sealed. Well, it could be problematic. And I told him that is the issue he's facing. Unless you are willing to sterilize the coin in some fashion, and I'm not sure how you would go about doing that without potentially causing a problem. Maybe a blowgun, little air, compressed air to blow off, and those are some things each of these coins have been processed by my associates, and they verify, that the coin is in good condition and ready for our clients to view. Most of our clients actually don't necessarily want to see the coin. They just want reaffirmation that that the coin has actually been procured for them. All right. Listen, I think this has certainly been long enough. I'm sorry that I might have ranted just a tad bit, but again, I think it's important for anyone investing in the market or investing in precious metals, buying precious metals, that you be extremely careful on where you procure your advice, and for God's sake, please do not rely on social media to make your financial decisions. No one has a crystal ball. And those of you, well, I'll just say those individuals out there who profess to know how the market will respond in the short or long term are doing one thing: speculating. And it is your job to make sure that you examine that speculation to determine, is it viable to pursue, or is it a risk that just makes it something that's improbable? I'll give you an example. 10,000 per ounce for gold. Now, anything is probable, I guess. But if you invest in precious metals because you read somewhere that you believe within 8 to 10 months gold is going to appreciate to $10,000, my suggestion would be you examine that closely, research with whatever tools you have at your disposal, and I may, as I share different videos, give recommendations as to where you can take a look at speculation regarding gold. There are some individuals, entities out there at Kitco that actually, I guess, specialize in understanding all about the movement of precious metals. But just be careful, please. Just be very careful out there. And thank you for watching, and more to come very, very soon. Everyone have a wonderful day.